Hello my hungry friends! Today we're making marble bunt cake, babka marmurkowa. Welcome back friends, this is Polish Kitchen, my name is Anna and here we cook Polish food. And today we're cooking a delicious dessert called babka. And we're going to do a marble babka, so a little bit of chocolate and a little bit of vanilla. But before we get started, I want to thank a few of our channel supporters and donors. Thank you to Cynthia Bunch, Beatrice Freeman, Michael Kisiel, Tom Howe, and Daryl Fidelak for your donations. We greatly appreciate it.
Thanks guys!
And as mentioned, we're preparing babka today. And so I have my mixer ready, all my ingredients here. And we're going to start with soft butter, and I have a little bit over 2 sticks, which is 14 tablespoons or 200 grams. And it's soft butter now, and we're gonna get this in here, and we're gonna whisk it with, not whisk it, we're gonna paddle it. What?
Paddle it.
What's the?
It looks like a paddle, I don't know.
Yes, this utensil, and I'm gonna add a cup of sugar to it. And we're gonna blend this, that's the word I needed. We're gonna blend this for about 2-3 minutes until it's nice and fluffy. Just a few minutes of whisking, and we're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm just gonna make it go a few turns just to get that incorporated, and that's it. Super easy. Next we're gonna do, I have 4 eggs, and I'm gonna get my eggs ready, and also I'm gonna get flour prepared so we can alternate then our ingredients and add to our batter. So I'm putting egg whites in this big bowl because I'm going to whisk this in a minute to make our babka a little bit more fluffy. And so as mentioned, this is a super simple dish. Babka is traditionally prepared for Easter in Poland. That went high. Easter! It's like I got excited about it.
Oh, it's okay.
And I know it's not Easter yet, but we're in the new year, so Christmas is done, and we gotta start thinking about what's next and exciting. So this recipe you can find at polishkitchen.com. And I have recipes for, I believe, 3 or 4 different babkas there. This is one of them, call this marble babka. And also there's babka piaskowa, which is vanilla babka, and also yeast babka with raisins. Those are kind of our core babki. Core Easter desserts. I'm just gonna wash my hands. So super simple, you can prepare this in no time. I would start your engines, and by that I mean start your oven to 375 Fahrenheit, 190 Celsius, and get that preheating because this will be done in no time. So I'm gonna set the whites aside, and to my sugar and butter mixture, and I have vanilla in there. I'm also adding, or to my flour, I have 2 cups of flour and 1 tablespoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. I'll just give this a quick mix, no big deal. And I have 3/4 of a cup of regular milk. So we're going to alternate milk, flour, and yolks to our batter. And that's it, that's all we're mixing. I'm just gonna clear this off here. Clean as you go. My dad always says, clean as you go. Clean your area. All right. So as mentioned, this is two flavor babka. So we have our vanilla, And I'm just looking at my table to see if I haven't missed anything, but I haven't. So I'm just gonna clean this off quickly, so we won't need it anymore. And then we'll prepare our, words are not coming out of my, my brain today. Speaking two different languages sometimes puts you in a gap where you forget both. So apparently my brain is in that gap today. So I'm just gonna clear the edges real quick and just give this a mix, and that's it. And now to prepare our bunt, to prepare my bunt pan. So just a regular bunt pan. And I'll show you a trick that Grandma used to do all the time for all the cakes that you couldn't put paper on the bottom. So we're gonna get our hands dirty. Take a little bit of soft butter, if you would just cooperate. And I'm gonna go around my bunt. And we're trying to cover the whole area. And just a thin layer will do. And then to the top of the butter, I want to add a couple tablespoons of breadcrumbs. And what we do is then we take our bunt and we're going to twist it around and try to cover as much of the area that our bunt cake is going to be baking in. And we do this so it doesn't stick when we take it out. Just try to make sure you get the middle part of it too. And then we just keep turning it. And this middle area is important too. We don't want the cake sticking. And then whatever is left over, if you still have some loose breadcrumbs, just dump it in the sink or trash. So our bunt is ready. And let me clear off some space here. Okay, so then to our vanilla layer, we're also gonna have to add these egg whites, or I guess it's gonna be added to both the layers. So that's why I put the egg whites in a separate bowl, and we have to whisk them with a little bit pinch of salt until stiff. Just a few minutes, don't skip this step. This is what is going to make our cake nice and fluffy, along with obviously our baking powder. So now we need to fold our egg whites into the rest of the dough. And just gently from the bottom, try to not kill the the dough. And it seems like it's gonna be very stiff, the vanilla part, but just trust me on this one. Go until you can't see any more whites. And then we're gonna take our bunt and we're gonna put about half to 2/3 of the vanilla part on the bottom of the cake. On the bottom of the pan. And just kind of eyeball it. Is that about 2/3?
Yeah.
And then to the remaining part, I'm gonna add, I have 2 tablespoons of whiskey, rum, or some kind of alcohol. What is this? Rum?
It's rum.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there. And then we're gonna do 4 tablespoons of cocoa. Cocoa. Unsweetened cocoa. 1, 2. So 3 tablespoons, that's 1/4 cup, I believe. And we're just gonna give this a stir. And then for our final step, we're gonna take the chocolate part, and my mouth's watering already, and we're gonna put it just kind of around the vanilla part. And I'm just gonna take my spatula and kind of even out the dough, and then you can just kind of shake it. And then you can even go in with the spoon if you want and kind of make little swirls in it, just to get the chocolate to go into the vanilla part a little bit. And then you lick the spoon.
Uh-huh.
And you test it, make sure it's delicious.
Uh-huh. There you go.
And this is gonna go in a hot oven, and we're gonna bake it for about 50 to 60 minutes. Just make sure to check it at 50 and make sure it's not burning on the top. And if it is, just cover it with tin foil, and so it's not burning. And voila! Or as we say in Polish, proszę bardzo. The cake is done, it's gotten the color on top, and it's cooled for a few minutes now so I can touch it. Preferably, if you can, take it out of the pan while it's still a little warm. It'll be easier to get out of your bunt pan. So then I go like this, and then I flip it, and most of the time it comes out. Ooh. There it is. And then you can choose to leave it with whichever design you like. I like this side better. And all there is to do is just take a little bit of our powdered sugar here. And I have a strainer. And I put a little bit powdered sugar in it. And I just gently go around and make it snow on it. Don't laugh at my jokes. You could also do powdered sugar glaze if you wanted to. You could do chocolate ganache or chocolate poleva. What do you call it?
Frosting.
Frosting. But I like it simple with just powdered sugar. And this is how we normally made it, or that's how Grandma made it for us at home. So I just kind of stick with what I know. And shall we?
We shall.
I'm excited. It's nice and soft. So babka isn't a cake that is, it's probably nothing that you know. It's a coffee cake that's kind of on the drier side. It's very crumbly, and it's got nice crust on the outside. And I'm hoping that you will fall in love with this. Does it look gorgeous or what? I can't wait. It's still warm. I like the parts that have the chocolate in it.
Perfect.
It's nice and soft on the inside.
Yeah.
All you need is just a cup of coffee with it. Make sure to check your cake while you're baking. I've noticed that European ovens actually cook it a little bit faster because we have the fan option on it. So if you're cooking it, or if you're baking in America, check it about 45 minutes. Same in other countries in Europe or elsewhere in the world. But I hope you go to Polish Kitchen and check out my recipe and check out all the other recipes as well. And give me a like so you can help me spread the word and love for Polish cooking. And come back again, and please subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Smacznego. Then let's get started. Oh no, to 3. Look in there. I don't know what I'm doing. Prepare our. See what I mean?
Take it.
To prepare my